The content you're about to enjoy comes from the archives of The Best You. We're devoted to the very best in personal development. With a magazine and resources dedicated to inspiring and changing people's lives, at The Best You, we work with the world's leading writers and trainers on the evolution of the self, and people whose journeys have been affected by their work and words. For more information, go to www.thebestyou.co.
So for me, I'm really, really passionate about your creativity, and I truly believe that everyone is creative, fully creative. Most of the time, the creativity is not being used to the max potential, and this is why I'm here talking to you about knowing your worth so that you can live your masterpiece version of you. Your creativity is your fulfillment. So there are creative impulses that come to you all the time. Creativity is energy, and we are created through a creative act. We are coming from the creator, from a creative energy, and your fulfillment lies there. So it's all about love and aligning to the things that you truly love and that you truly want to do. And spending your life doing what you don't like to do really is not what this life is meant for. So there's a purpose for you being here, and for your creative impulses that come, if it's your interests, your curiosities, your what you love to do, what you're curious about. All of these things, they're there for a purpose. They're not there just to be there. So that's what I truly believe in, and I know from working with my clients, I combine art therapy tools in my coaching to really access the creative part of you and your truth. So your creativity is your truth. There's something that's holding us back from living that creativity freely, and that is the system that we have, which is our body consciousness, which is also our ego consciousness, which is there to support us to not go into danger and to save us from that. However, it also keeps us from doing the things that we love. So most of the time, we don't even notice that this is happening, that the system is there holding us back from doing the things we love, because this system, this ego consciousness, is tricky and it tricks us all of the time. So when I work with my clients with art therapy, there comes so much from the subconscious into the conscious mind onto paper that really makes the clients realize how much truth there lies in stuff holding them back subconsciously. So basically, it's a way of looking at it from a perspective of looking at life. Imagine everyone has different filters, and we're all different, we're all unique. So everyone has different glasses on of how they look through life and look at things. So it's not that one way of looking at things is right and the other one is wrong. Just everyone has different filters, which have been created right when you were in the tummy of your mom. There has been inner images created just from the smells that your mom was smelling when you were in the tummy, just from the noises that you can hear. Inner images have been created, and they have been constructed since before birth. And they are creating your way of how you perceive things happening to you in life. And some people might be scared of one thing, where others are not. So the reality of yours is you looking through those filters. And what I would like to share with you today is how you can access understanding that those filters are ruling over your life at the moment and ruling over what you experience.
For complimentary resources from my book, my complimentary e-course, The Power of the Question, or recommended reads, go to www.thequestion.com/resources. For more information on my coaching or mentoring, go to www.bernardo-moya.com.
If you look at this graph with the iceberg. I guess lots already know about this, but 40 billion bits per second of information is absorbed by you, by your whole system, and you're not even aware of it. And it's creating the subconscious, it's creating a whole subconscious heavy stuff underneath that is actually running your experiences. It's how you see things, it's how you experience things, and it's also attracting the things into your life that come as challenges, perhaps. And if you're not aware of them, then you don't know what it is that's attracting certain things into your life. But becoming aware of that really makes you be able to work with it. So why am I saying all of this? Is because if you truly want to do what you love to do, you've got all the subconscious stuff that's weighing you down. And because your conscious mind is keeping you from knowing what it is, because it works like this to keep you from danger, knowing it is giving you the ability and the power to unlock it and to lift and to fly. So being aware of that is what's holding you back, is the key to really moving forward with the things that you truly love. And you are your universe, so the way that you feel and what you've got on subconsciously has a certain frequency, and it's a frequency that you constantly send down into the universe, and it comes back to you like a boomerang, like a mirror that you hold up. And the thing is, it's not to punish you or anything like this. It's just for you to see what is there subconsciously, what stuff is still going on inside that's actually running my life. And if it's something that you don't like, what's coming back to you, it brings the awareness of how that is there, and that is there for a reason, so that you can grow above it and walk through it. And the system I was talking about before is fear-based, so it's with the amygdala in the brain. It works so automatic that you don't notice that you are acting out of fear. And your creativity is love and it's energy, and it's there for a reason, and it doesn't have fear. So if you connect to that and align to your creativity, you're aligning to love, and you're aligning to the energy that will attract the same frequency of that love into your life. So in that case, you won't have so many things come up to you anymore that potentially freak you out, make you scared, but you are attracting more of the good things, more opportunity into your life. And because of the awareness, you're looking at things differently from a different perspective. You've got your eyes open, noticing things that otherwise you wouldn't if you don't know that there is stuff happening underneath. And one good thing about this, imagine there's a challenge coming up, a storm, and it really, really affects you, and you feel really down, anxious about it. And it is the same as if, imagine there's nothing there, having to fly around when the storm comes. Then you are not feeling swayed. You don't feel like it's affecting you as much. So this is what it's about, to really clean yourself of the subconscious, so that when the storm comes, it won't be as bad as perhaps now you might experience things. And for me, all of this has led me, and what I'm going to share with you in a second, the proactive formula has enabled me to come out of addiction. So I was in a place that was really negative. I was ruled by my body instead of my soul ruling me. I didn't know my worth. I didn't have self-belief. I didn't trust. And when your creative energy is not being directed proactively to where you want it to go, and believing in yourself, then it turns out that the creative energy is creating a stuckness and anxieties, and makes me ill. So I was just absorbed by my addictions, and until I hit so rock bottom that I realized I only have one way to go. I only have the courageous path to walk. And when you hit that rock bottom, you understand that there's no other way anymore. Either I'm going back there, or I'm moving up. So 1 year ago, if I was listening to my system holding me back from dangers, I wouldn't be standing here right now. I was very nervous today because it's my first time speaking, but I wouldn't be standing here right now. I'm just pushing through my body consciousness that's trying to hold me back from living my highest creative self. And this is why I'm here, because I'm constantly cleaning, realizing that there's stuff going on. And so how to work with and clean that is to start notice your thoughts. And your thoughts are always connected to an inner image, to an experience. You take up images all of the time. There's so much coming towards you. You take up images all of the time, and they are connected to your feelings. And if you have experienced something that was negative in the past, it might have now held you back from doing the things that maybe you want to. This is what is important to notice, become aware of them, and be true to yourself. Really admit that to you, that there might be things that you're scared of, that there is something that makes you feel uncomfortable. And notice how those thoughts and those inner images are how they are making you feel. And what happens when this is happening all of the time, subconsciously, unconsciously, it's creating the reactive behaviors. So, like I mentioned before, when you don't do certain things you want to do, or you react out of frustration or anger, and it's totally normal to have those feelings, but give them space, don't push them away. Give them space, acknowledge them, that they're there, and that they're there for a reason, but also that realizing that they're there is the key to letting it go again as well, but not by pushing away, it's by acknowledging that they're there. So now this is the proactive formula, and it works in a way that now I'll give you this tool so in each and every moment you can use it and work with it. I've been using it for 9 years and I use it still every day. It's not that all of a sudden I'm a pro at it, but I just continually do it. How it works is that for that light to be there needs to be a certain resistance, and instead of reacting out of your ego, out of your fear, you resist, you hold back for a moment instead of reacting to something. Whatever it is, it will help you to really act out of your heart and act out of trust. Love is trust. So imagine a challenge coming up to you today, tomorrow, whenever. Our normal reaction is to act out of something. Just observe and realize that it's happening, and that this challenge is coming to you for a reason, for you to notice that there's still something inside of you. So acknowledge it, be thankful that it's there, and pause. And before you react and do anything about it, if it's like talking in a certain way back, or reacting or making decisions, just hold back and wait until you're calm again. It can take 2 hours, it can take 2 days, but it makes the whole difference, because the way that you will act towards that situation will come from a place of love and trust, and from an understanding that it's not just you being a victim, for example, which I thought back in the day, I'm just a victim to everything happening and I don't have any control over anything. No, you have all control over how things can turn out from now until tomorrow. So this formula is just acknowledging something's happening, pausing, not reacting, and noticing, and then acting out of from a place of love and trust.
For more information on collaborating, partnering, sponsoring, supporting, or speaking at any of our events, or finding out more about our legacy clubs, go to www.thebestyou.co. If you're interested in finding out more about the amazing content we have, please go to www.thebestyou.online and get your 14-day free trial now.
This you can take everywhere. So it's really helped me to get out of addiction, to get out of all of these places. And like this graph shows here, there's always a choice for everything, always a choice. And you can always choose to act out of fear, or not to act, but that's still out of fear, or to be reactive and to be controlled by your emotions and by your system. So you always have two choices. So the next time something comes up to you, just try and observe that. How am I feeling? Am I scared? Am I running from something, or whatever it is? Every situation is unique. Just observe yourself and try to make the decision out of the place from calm and from love, from trusting that this is there to help you. All of this really enables for you to go free on your path of discovering yourself, who you are, what you truly want to do, what you love doing, and engage with those interests. As when you are in that state of creativity and doing what you love, as I mentioned before, the frequencies you're going going to be attracting into your life are more of what you want. If you do the things you don't love and don't enjoy, you're going to get more of what you don't want. So really dig deep into your being and understand, what do I want? And not what other people might have wanted for you at some point, or how you might have been brought up and conditioned. Just maybe have a look inside and see what is that thought. Is it coming from me, or is it coming from somebody else? And do I want that even there? And figure that out. This is what I specialize in. So I work with my clients exactly on this, figuring out what it is that's theirs, what they truly want to do, to be able to live a life that's fulfilled on their creativity, because there's no reason that you shouldn't have a life based on your creativity. That's what it's there for. And if you're happy, everybody else is happy too. Because if you are in your greater self, in your greatness, instead of running away from that, what it could be, then you are feeling good, you're feeling happy, and that, in effect, creates happiness for everyone else. And there's one study as well, that when you are in a creative space, your brain is functioning differently. So usually when you are trying to solve problems, in that moment, you can't be creative, because where the brain is active in that moment of creativity is when the brain is in a relaxed state. So put yourself in a relaxed state, and you will get creative impulses, and listen to them. They come for a reason. They don't just come to say hello and then go away again. They're there for a reason. Take notice of them. So if you're taking a shower or you're driving, in those moments you are distracted, and you're not really in like solving problems mode, and you're relaxed. And the more you engage with your creativity, you get those impulses that lead you into your life, what's meant for you. And what's meant for you is greatness, like really happiness, fulfillment. And so I am here at stand A1. If you want to come around and have a chat with me and have any questions around this, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. I offer free consultations for everyone that's here, and I am more than happy to answer all your questions. So thank you for coming today, and have a great time.
For more information, go to www.thebestyou.co.